welcome to MotoGP, round 13 of the season, coming to you from Aragon in Spain as well. This place is awesome. It's a left-handed circuit as well. The riders absolutely love every second of this place as well. Now, the calendar's been confirmed. The racing as it is stands. We have officially cancelled the Argentine Grand Prix from the calendar, and the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix has now got its name. It's the second race at Misano as well. The tensions are high. The atmosphere is high as well. Let's get straight into it and have a look at what happened in the combined practice and of practice 4. Into the combined practice sessions then, that was FP1, 2 and 3, and it was a little bit bizarre as well. Marc Marquez having a nasty accident in the second practice session led everybody to question, will Marc Marquez actually eventually get back up to the way he was? Many people saying he's never going to be the rider he was, but he is still immensely quick. I disagree on that fact as well. I think Marc Marquez next season is going to be just like his old self as well, because you can't keep a dog down. He is fantastic. He's like a bulldog as well. The teeth are sharpening this year, and next year he'll bite back hard as well on a bike that he himself can develop more, which is great news. I'm really hoping for it. In terms of the combined times, though, it was a pretty quiet session. Everybody improving on their times from FP1 and 2 in the third session, bar Daniele Petrucci. He remains in FP2's time on a 1:48.351. Everybody else improving. Quartararo topped the times. It was a 1:46.926 as well in FP3. He was 2 seconds quicker than the times he set previously in FP1 and 2. And that left this order as well. Remember, the top 10 automatically go through to the next part of qualifying. So starting in Q2 automatically are Fabio Quartararo, Aleix Espargaro, Joan Mir, Francesco Bagnaia, Jack Miller, Jorge Martin, Pol Espargaro, Marc Marquez, Hideki Nakagami and Enea Bastianini as well. The drivers having to go through Q1 on the board, Johan Zarco, Carl Crutchlow, again deputising at the Monster Energy Yamaha team, Miguel Oliveira, Alex Rins, Valentino Rossi, Alex Marquez, Maverick Vinales, Brad Binder, Aiki Lucanoa, Luca Marini, Daniele Petrucci and Jake Dixon in 22nd place. On to free practice 4, the last half hour before qualifying, and Marc Marquez topped the session at 1:48.116 from Bastianini, Bagnaia, Quartararo, Miller, Nakagami, Martin, Pol Espargaro, Mir, Zarco, Aleix Espargaro, Oliveira, Crutchlow, Binder, Rossi, Alex Marquez, Lucanoa, Rins, Petrucci, Vinales, Marini and Dixon as well. Important to note at this time as well that this is the first race that Maverick Vinales will be back for. This time he's racing on the Aprilia, in case you haven't been aware that he did a test ride as well. He signed for Aprilia back at the Austrian Grand Prix. This is his first race after a very successful test as well, expecting him to have points on the board as well. We're just watching the Moto3 warm-up session, and Joan Masia has crashed in the second sector. A lot of fog out there today in the Moto3 and Moto2 sessions for the warm-up as well. Aragon gets that as well with low fog, so Masia is up and he's okay, but a lot of fog and a lot of moisture on the track as well, so you can drop it quite easily. It's like a February morning over there in Spain. But yeah, that's the order on the board as well. Good job for Marc Marquez, bouncing back after a crash as well, but then again he had another crash as well, just dropping it on the deck as well, so nothing right with Marc just yet. But this season, as I said, it's more of a teeth sharpening exercise. Let's take a look then at what happened in qualifying. We'll start as ever with our way through the grid. Jake Dixon in the MotoGP class. He's at the back of the grid in 22nd. Followed back, it's Valentino Rossi, Alex Rins and Maverick Vinales. So Yamaha riders and Aprilia riders struggling at the back, but Vinales surely can get points on the board there. The 6th row sees Daniele Petrucci, Luca Marini and Miguel Oliveira. Row 5 in reverse order now, Carl Crutchlow, Alex Marquez and Aki Lucanoa. Row 4, Brad Binder, Takiki Nakagami, and Johan Zarco. So for the fourth row up, these are the guys that were in qualifying 2. Bastianini, Polo Spargo, and Mia, row 3. Alicia Spargo and Martin Marquez, row 2. And row 1 surprised everybody. Not that Fabio Quartararo was on pole, but it was a Ducati 1-2. Bagnaia nabbing the pole position away from Jack Miller as well. Jack Miller is my pick a winner for the Grid Network as well to win this MotoGP race. So we've got a couple of minutes before we start the session as well. So let's go back and take a look at Grid Network show and take a look at the MotoGP section as well. Myself and Ben walked you through it yet last night.
Yeah, and let's not forget what happened in 2018 when Junior did his one-off at Richmond. He almost won the race. So certainly high expectations for him tonight. I think with a lot of people in Junior Nation, they're going to be paying close attention to the Xfinity race as well. In MotoGP, the Aragon Grand Prix weekend is here, and again, it looks like everyone will be after Fabio Quartararo. Many anticipated this weekend for Juan Mir, the defending champion in MotoGP, to put together a strong weekend and maybe run for the title. Mir ended up qualifying only 7th for the race. So, Josh, I want to ask you this question here. After qualifying, what are Mir's chances of being a serious contender for this year's MotoGP championship?
It's a very odd one at the moment because Quartararo's on 206 points and, of course, Johan Mir is only on 141. It's getting to the late stage of the season now. I would say after this weekend, if Mir hasn't improved on the points positions, he starts 7th on the grid, as you say. Quartararo starts 3rd. If he's not ahead of Quartararo tomorrow, whatever happens, then I think it's pretty much game over. Quartararo has been consistent all season long. I didn't expect him to lose it as well. Victory back at Silverstone as well for the British Grand Prix kind of, for me, confirmed he was the champion. So, yeah, Mia's lost it, and I think all hail El Diablo as Fabio is going to take it. I reckon maybe not next time. I think Cota's more likely he could clinch the title because it's just before we get back into the 3 sort of races towards the end of the year. So yeah, I'm saying that we could see a champion crowned at Cota. Nice for you lot over there as well in America.
And Pecco Bagnaia destroyed the track record to take the pole for the Aragon Grand Prix in his Ducati. Another Ducati, Jack Miller, qualified 2nd. Championship points leader Fabio Quartararo starts 3rd. Marc Marquez and Jorge Martin round out the top 5. So with Quartararo surrounded by aggressive drivers trying to get a win, and with him in control of this championship, how should he approach the start of the race?
It's a weird track, Aragon, as well. So many left-handers as well. It's tricky to get it right, coincidentally enough, at the best of times. Susie Perry, who is the presenter on BT Sport as well, said that Marc Marquez likes this side of the track. It doesn't hurt his shoulder all that much. Ironically, she did say that Marc Marquez loved a left-hander. Unfortunately, that sent the entire BT team into laughter. I can see why. But it's absolutely fantastic as well because we've got to start tomorrow with the two Ducatis on the front row. They have the whole shot device, so they're going to get perfect starts. Then look who's behind as well. We've got Marc Marquez, who's on a roll this weekend, which is fantastic. And we've got Johan Martin, which I thought was going to take pole position at one point. He's been consistent, that boy. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow, Quartararo. I would say get a good launch and just swoop in behind the Ducatis. Keep Marquez behind you and you're golden for the race. Do not let Marc ahead of you because the way he's running, he'll get ahead of the two Ducatis. So all the question as well is what tyres you start on. Is it going to be medium front, medium rear, or is it medium front, hard rear? Because it's so much of a left-hander here as well. You do destroy a lot of your rear tyres, especially in the corkscrew section at the bottom of the hill. So I would say medium front, hard rear. That's your strategy to go on. And of course, he's thinking title. So no stupid risks. Like Lewis Hamilton would say, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And now we can come up to the main commentary box and say hello to you all. because we cannot wait to get started for this one. The MotoGP Grand Prix of Aragon. It's always an exciting race as well. It's always filled with a lot of crashes. We've had the Moto3 and the Moto2 so far today as well. Across the Moto2, Raul Fernandez taking victory. It was his 5th of the season as well. He only started back in Qatar, and over, of course, in the main categories of Formula 3, it was a close-fought battle between Darren Binder and Dennis Onchu as well. But Darren Binder dropped back. It was Dennis Foggia who crossed the line to take victory. He started 14th on the grid on the number 7 Honda. But across all categories, this is the one we've been waiting for as well, the one we've all been excited for, the Premier class as well, to get going. Please do let us know if our microphones sound crisp and clear. It's being fed through the main bus mixer to the little baby bus mixer to Megan's laptop. The reason for that is because, of course, we're going to be dual casting. We're casting the Formula 1 pre-show. That starts in around about 16 minutes alongside the main MotoGP, as we've been doing all season long in order to bring you both live as well. So let us know if the mics are crisp and clear. They look crisp and clear on the little dashboard here. Hello to Thomas as well, who says hello in the chat. And we're almost set to go. Megan Birch will eventually join me in the commentary box. She's not doing the Formula 1 today. She's doing just the MotoGP. We've got the front of the tyres as well, the front bikes. It's Bagnaia, hard front, soft rear. Same for Jack Miller and same for Fabio Quartararo. 8 rows, 22 riders, as you can see on your screen, all getting ready to go. We are in for a classic here for the MotoGP Aragon Grand Prix. It is the MotoGP Grand Prix from Aragon, and if you have synced up with us on the World Feed Pictures, welcome to round 13 of the World Championship. It's Fabio Quartararo who is escaping into the distance. Today, however, his closest rival, Bagnaia, starts in P2. Johan Mir is currently down in 7th place as well, so the championship is all fighting upwards. Here's the grid then. Row 1 sees Francesco Bagnaia, Jack Miller and Fabio Quartararo. Row 2, Marc Marquez, Jorge Martin and Aleix Espargaro. Row 3, Johan Mir, Pol Espargaro and Enea Bastianini. Drop down the order as well. Row 4, Johan Zarco alongside Taki Nakagami and Brad Binder. Row 5, Aiki Lukanoa, Alex Marquez and Cal Crutchlow filling in for Franco Morbidelli, who is still injured. Row 6, Daniel Petrucci, Luca Marini and Miguel Oliveira. Row 7 sees Maverick Vinales alongside Alex Rins and Valentino Rossi. And then right at the back, Jake Dixon starting 22nd on the grid. 13,578 spectators in attendance as well, as we are almost ready to go for this race. As we've just been told as well that everybody who crashed in the Moto2 and the Moto3 is okay. Christian Serrano and Fabio Quartararo both level. 18 podiums in the Premier class. Could this change here today as well? Look at that. There's your championship rivals. Anyone can challenge. Aleix Espargaro, Marc Marquez, Johan Mir, Miguel Oliveira, Francesco Bagnaia and Fabio Quartararo. They are the riders still in contention for this championship. It's a surprise about Marc Marquez being in 12th place, but that's how gap it is. I think that one's wrong. I think they want about the fact that we could see anybody winning the race here today. Track temperature at the moment then, well, air temperature is at 6 degrees, now it's just dropped to 4 as well. Track temperature is fluctuating between the two. We should get, Megan, an entertaining race here today in Aragon for round 13 of the championship. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, and I'm hoping it's an entertaining race, and this is the only one I'm actually doing today.
Yep, you're on MotoGP, Judy. You've been relieved from Formula 1 duty for the here this weekend. Here's the grid.
Some law work.
Here's the grid then, right in front of you as well.
Ooh, who will win?
Yes, that's what I'm predicting. Who's going to win? And so this is the win one, because you've gone for Pol Espargaro. Well, that's not as daft as it sounds. Pol has a big chance to win here today. Who's going to crash first? As Bagnaya's heart rate, as he starts on pole position,
Ooh,
is
he's
at
calm.
127 beats per minute. We usually see that skyrocket up throughout as well. You've gone for Miguel Oliveira to crash first. Okay, that could be the point. As they all come up, tension begins to rise. I hope it just didn't
Is
whack
mine
the
a bit
leads.
too loud?
No, yours is fine.
I just feel like it's a bit too loud.
Yeah, remember you, though. You're quieter than me, so you have to equal it out.
I just feel like I'm a little bit too loud.
No, you're fine. It's the headphones as well. They've been a bit dodgy recently.
Also, I haven't had a drink today.
That's probably it. Here we go then. They're lining up on the grid. The red flag is at the front. All 22 riders with Jake Dixon at the back. 5 red lights will come on at the front. And then round 13 of the MotoGP season will be underway. We're under starters orders. 5 red lights are on. Lights out. Race on. Great start from Johan Mir. Bad start from Quartararo. He's going to get swamped. Marc Marquez has done it again. Jumps up to third. Ducati 1-2 into that tricky 90-degree left. Mark goes up to second. Bagnaia leads. Jack Miller's dropped down the order. Not as bad as Fabio Quartararo. He's dropped down into 5th position. Johan Mir drops to 6th. They circle right for one of only about 7 times even. So, yeah, 7 right-hand corners, 10 left-hand corners. And now Jack Miller trying to go around the outside of Marc Marquez. It hasn't worked.
Why has Alex dropped all the way down?
Yeah, Alex Marquez has dropped to 22nd place. Unless Alex dropped down, you're right. Yes, Alex Marquez has dropped down. Alex Marquez is down on the deck somewhere in that first sector just before the start of sector 2.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, where is that
crashed.
then? He's crashed turn 11. That's a fast one. That's around his brother's corner
Yeah,
as well.
Marquez crashed out. Rider okay.
As they come down the corkscrew for the first time, and Valentino Rossi's dropped down the order as well. He's back into 21st. Dixon's passed him as well.
So I was wrong.
Out of the corkscrew, round Marc Marquez corner. It's turn 5 he's crashed off at. Okay, I'm not reading my map right. There he is. So that must have been a high side if they've brought the girdle out. Must have been. It's turn 5, 90-degree, 90 kilometre as well. Into the left-hander once again. It must have been a crash like that. But look at Marc Marquez. He's showing he loves left-hand circuits as well. He's right up there alongside Bagnaia. But we come down the long straightaway now for between turn 15 and turn 16 and 17. 0.601 miles as well. Flat out. How much can the Ducati actually have the whole shot device on at the moment as they come down in towards turn 1 again? Sorry, down into turn 16 and 17. Meantime, further back as well, that's Jorge Martin looking up the inside of Pol Espargaro. So that's changing positions. Maverick Vinales making his return to MotoGP now with the Aprilia team. Gets past Luca Marini, and Marini gets back past him as well. So Vinales on the Aprilia now for the remainder of the season and going on. They're switching positions. Bad start though for Fabio Quartararo. He started third, ends lap 1 down in P7, Megan.
One thing I can't understand is why Rossi dropped so far down so quickly. I think he must have gone off a little bit onto one of the curves.
He had a great start. It was right up there with Rins and Petrucci in 15th and 16th.
Like
then
10
he just dropped
places.
down massively. And now he's battling with his teammate Jake Dixon on the Petronas Yamahas as well. So bad start there. And what's official information coming up on our monitor? It's blank. So I'd love to tell you,
Visual
but it
information.
can't.
Nothing's happened.
That must be about a track limits warning or something or other. It's
Either that or someone just accidentally let on the button.
very confusing to see what it would be, though, as well. Very confusing between the two of them as
Pol
well.
Espargaro's not looking too good.
No, Paul's down in P11 now, so he's changing
Let's choose a
positions
new
as well.
winner.
Well, there's the book order as well. Paul's down into 11th, he's passed by Luca Noah and Bastianini. Marc Marquez has got the two Ducatis between him. Oh, Jake Dixon's crashed in just his second ever race. Jake Dixon is down on the deck in turn 9. And that is at the exit of the corkscrew. Oh, and he's just dropped it, hasn't he? So Dixon is out of the race. Britain's only 2 riders actually because of Kyle Crutchlow, but Jake Dixon's out of it as well. And Rins passes Oliveira as well. So Rins gets past Miguel Oliveira down the back straight away as we head down towards turn 17 as well once again. Megan, who's this now you're picking?
I don't think I'm on it today.
No, you're not. Oh, and up the inside, that's Quartararo being passed by one of the Red Bull KTMs on the inside. Brad Binder. Quartararo tries to cut back. Binder tries to go around the outside. Hasn't worked out, so Quartararo remains P7. But a good, terrific exit. Look at that pace on the Red Bull KTM down towards turn 1. Quartararo has to do the Dr. Dangle with his leg just to sort of keep Binder behind and not going for a move into turn 1. Strange things are happening here.
They should be looking out for Luca Noah because I can see he's just like, where am I going to get you? Where am I going to get you?
1:48.532 for Bagnaia. Fastest lap of the race so far but Marc Marquez is hounding him at the moment. I did say in the pre-show, Marc Marquez, he's more like a hound dog at this point of the season. He's sharpening his teeth, ready for next year. He's doing the Klingon approach, sharpening his teeth before he goes into battle. Here's a replay with Brad Binder and Fabio Quartararo.
Right, so Quartararo's just trying to defend from the looks like the inside.
Yeah, it was inside. Down into turn one, left-hander.
I should do it.
I've got two track maps in front of me. It's really confusing me, but this is the one we need to have a look at here at the moment. Turn
Binder
one.
passes Luca Noah, and it's 21 laps to go. That's been
Lap 3 already, yeah. Look at Marc Marquez coming round into the trickiest corner of the entire season, turn 13, as you pass the Aragon wall as well. It's because it's a downhill off-camber corner. You're braking as well. So many riders have had high sides there and it's dropped off, including Marc Marquez and including Danny Pedrosa a couple of years ago. They both did it on the Repsol Hondas. I think 2016 they both did it as well. Drop down then, once again, towards turn 16 and 17. Marquez, who's not afraid of crashing, he's had 2 crashes this weekend, a big one in FP2 and then a little one in FP4 as well.
Rins retakes 13th from Zarco, and at the same time, Crutchlow also retakes 17th from Marini.
So Crutchlow's getting back up there as well. That's great to see. Bagnaia's been told that he's got a 2/10 of a second gap to Marquez just behind as well. Yeah, Marini's back to 17th, Crutchlow down to 18th as well. But Marc Marquez on the Repsol Honda, a rider who said this weekend, I hope that Honda have a new engine for me next year. The engine freeze in MotoGP over the past couple of years have been horrible for this team as well, especially losing their leading man last year with Marc Marquez going off with his injury. He's come back. He's not liking the bike at all, but he is showing us exactly why he is the MotoGP King of Spain.
He certainly is. Though, I gotta say, Bagnaia's doing quite well.
Bagnaia down,
on.
where is he? Yeah, leading the race at the moment. He's got 2/10, but the last time he was leading a race, it didn't end so well.
True.
It started raining in Austria. He crashed out in Italy at Mugello.
True, though at least that he's managing to defend from Marquez. Though we can see the battle continues between Crutchlow and Marini.
So they're swapping positions. Crutchlow now back to 17th place as well. Here's this off-camber turn 13. Look how much Marc has always been able to do that across his career. Lunge into turn 13 and gain so much more time over the rider in front. It's almost unbelievable.
I just came up in my mind about something about 2 drivers swapping constantly between one specific position. I've called it passer position.
Passer position.
Like passer, but passer position.
That'll do. We'll call it that from now on. As we see coming through as well, look at that. There's now separate groups starting to form. The top 3, 4, 5, 6, and then everybody from 7 down, all in a queue of their own as well. The gap's starting to form here at Aragon. Motorland Aragon, of course.
There's nearly a second gap between Quartararo and Martin. And
That's why, look.
Yeah, that's quite bad from Quartararo. He's usually a lot faster than that.
He had a bad start as well from third on the grid. He just did not get away.
He was third.
He was third on the grid and just didn't. He had a poor getaway.
He's not having a good day.
The Ducatis had their usual whole shot starting mechanism, but then Marc Marquez just had a demon start, and then they just threw Quartararo right down the back of the field. Thomas is saying that his pick for this race is Marc Marquez. I think I could get on board with that. Couldn't you?
Yeah. Though, do you know who's actually having a really, really good day?
Who?
Rins. He's
Rins?
moved up 8 positions.
Rins has moved up 8 places. My goodness me. He's had a great start to this race then
He's
at the
in 12th.
moment.
He started in like 20th, didn't he?
Let's take a look at the... Well, if I get my notes out here, I can tell you officially that Rins did start this race in 20th. You're absolutely bang on. And he's moved up already into P12. Great run then for Alex Rins. Here is Francesco Bagnaia leading the race. But for how long for? Marquez is closing in. They're starting to drop off to Jack Miller. Miller's now part of the group. Well, according to the time graphics he is, but according to my naked eye here, I think the top 2 are backing up into the rest of the field. They're not going as quick. They've dropped tenths. Look at that, the first 2 sector times. They are down on what Miller and the rest of the field are doing, as Oliveira passes Zarco for 14th place. So the Pramac gets ahead of the Tech 3 KTM. As we head down the back straightaway again, sort of like birds in a formation with a little arrow, as that is Quartararo under pressure from Luca Noah into turn 16 and 17. Quartararo is just so slow today. Don't usually say that.
both him and Bagnaia, though, they're going the same speed, and yet they both have different. What's the word?
Power, strategy, talent.
No.
Well, when it comes back, you find something when it comes back to you. Who's that running
Give
out
me a
wide?
minute.
That's Takiki Nakagami running out wide, but that's Daniel Petrucci
Look.
running wider. Different look.
Yeah, with it.
Yeah, I get your point now. You're right there, look. Started 20th, up to P12. He's had a great start so far as they come down to that tricky turn 5 as well. The braking zone, that's where Marc Marquez dropped it. Sorry, Alex Marquez dropped it before the start. Then through the 6, up the hill towards turn 7, 90 kilometres, first gear.
Right now, do you know who else I think's doing actually quite good at the moment? I think that Bastianini's doing quite well, like holding up.
Bastianini.
Yeah, though I gotta say, Paul Spargo's not doing that well.
Paul's not doing that well. He's down in 13th place at the moment.
Maybe I
see.
cursed him instead of made him win.
Thomas is saying if Mark won't crash, lol. That's his pick as well. Yeah, good point. Marc Marquez always looking unstable, coming into turn 13 as well. You can hear the alarm going off in the background as they come through. Everyone getting a little bit squealy now at the back straight away. But Vinales on that Aprilia looking good. He's battling with Valentino Rossi.
Right, so Rossi had obviously a terrible second lap because he dropped right down the order. Though, I tell you what, Vinales is just... Ooh, he's not doing very well.
No, Vinales down on his first race for Aprilia. We all expect him to get up there, get some points. It has not worked out for him at all today.
You can see Mark's trying to catch Bagnaia.
What's the gap now as I come across the line? 0.151. He's got a fantastic toe on that Ducati.
Is he going for a move?
He thought about it into turn 1, didn't he? He's in his wheel tracks. He's a lot closer than he has been since the start of this race. They both just traded fastest laps. Bagnaia, 148.333. Marquez, 148.139. So they are closing in on their own best times as well. And we're closing in on the best race lap ever here at Aragon, which was set well, that's not right, because that's... the race lap...
148.089.
Bang on. That's the best race lap time here as well.
I saw it on there and memorised the numbers.
The all-time record is held by Marc Marquez here, 146.635. Set back in 2015 as well. So they're switching places once again. I've got to go over here and look over this
the original lap record that I just said, that was set by Morbidelli.
Last year in the race as well, yeah.
I memorised that bit too.
Which race would that be? That must be Aragon, not Andalusia. They wouldn't
confuse it.
No, it was the Tyrrell Grand Prix, wasn't it, last year? That was the second race here, the Tyrrell Grand Prix. I've got to dip out for 8 seconds. Literally just dipping down. Megan.
What am I going to do for 8 seconds? Oh, I know.
It's 3 now.
I can talk about Bagnaia. Right, so Bagnaia's trying his best to defend, though I can't really say much about that. Replay of a back straight.
This is Quartararo.
Yeah.
Being passed by Aiki Lucanoa. Lucanoa, he just went through on the inside. Lucanoa just completely went through on the inside and said, "Okay, you can have it."
Seriously, Lucanoa? That's 13 places though.
I don't know.
Maybe we should put our pin on him.
Yeah. Look at that helicopter shot as well. That's great. The sun and the helicopter being dragged between the two. You can now watch the pre-race show for the Italian Grand Prix for Formula 1. That has just gone live on YouTube. We'll be joining that coverage later on. Megan.
In 8 laps, Lucanoa has passed 13 positions.
So Lucanoa's now made the best start.
Yes.
Wow.
I think he's still having a hell of a day. Though, 8 laps. Now 12 positions. No, 13 still.
Watch out. Aiki Lucanoa started this race in 13th place. Where's he now, you say? Lucanoa 7th.
He didn't start in 13th place.
Yes, he did, 13th. You're thinking Rins. He's moved up. Rins has moved up into P12, so he's moved up those places as well.
Doing quite well.
Well, no, I agree with you. Lucanoa's in P7 as well. He's doing great. Quartararo is the one who's at risk here. This is a big day in the championship if your name is Francesco Bagnaia or Johan Mir. You've got chance to capitalise right now on Fabio Quartararo having a poor race. We should have expected the Yamahas to perform poorly here. They did here last year.
I've just seen something weird on the track.
What?
Round one of the corners is just like, I don't know whether it's like maybe a bit of like tyre braking thing, like
marbles, yeah, go on.
Though it's like a black square going like that.
big
I don't-
rectangle. Very bizarre, that one. We'll have to. We'll keep an eye on it next time around.
Yeah, because that really confused me just then.
It could be from the cars as well. They do demonstration laps here to entertain the fans in between the two sessions. As this Quartararo now being passed as well by Enea Bastianini down towards turn 16 as well. So Quartararo looks to the cut back for turn 17. Hasn't paid. Yes, it has. He gets back alongside. Bastianini can't hold it around the outside. So, but Quartararo is definitely slow today, Megan. I think that's what we can all agree on. He is definitely slow.
I wonder what's
Oh, yeah, right.
the
Tyre
matter.
fails. Yeah, go on.
How high was his heart rate again?
We didn't see Quartararo's heart rate. We saw Bagnaya's at 127.
I kind of want to see his heart rate now.
I want to see his heart rate as well to see exactly how much it's beating at the moment. Look at that now. Bagnaya will close down that gap to 52 points to Quartararo. That's 2 race victories with a number of races to go. It's an 18-round calendar. This is round 13 of the season. If Quartararo now starts to drop off in the championship, this is a big day for Bagnaya to say, right, I'm setting off for this title.
It certainly will be. And Vignal, look at how far down Vignales is.
Vignale, yeah, 19th, yeah.
What
yeah.
the hell is happening with Vignales?
He's just getting used to that new bike, of course, if you remember. He's back on the Aprilia after he got sacked from Yamaha, so it's his first race with a new team. And he's had 2 races
Still.
out, remember. There's Bagnaya's heart rate.
Oh, it's increased a lot.
Yeah, 168. It was 127 on the formation lap. I did expect Vignales to be inside the points today. I did not expect him to be in 19th. I know it's his first race for Aprilia. It's his first weekend on the bike. But certainly, from the raw talent we saw of Vignales, I'm surprised it's taking him this long. Because this is a guy who won the start of the season, of course. He won Qatar and then dominated, led the championship, and then it all just fell to pieces.
I think that... just as we start criticising Vignales, guess what he does?
It's past Luca Marini?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought he would. Yeah, so now he
like he
passes.
inhales.
Yeah, he's passed Luca Marini then. Got that one done on the deck. 15 laps to go. It's lap 9 of 23 here for the MotoGP Grand Prix of Aragon. The leaders at the front, Bagnaia and Marquez, are separated by 0.294. So now 2.5 tenths of a second as well. So that's getting closer and closer between them.
I'm just looking what heart attack level is, just so I'm a bit concerned for these riders.
Well, these riders are athletes as well, so their hearts will beat a lot faster as well. As Rossi's passed Luca Marini, so that's telling me Marini's struggling out there. Oh, hang on, Rossi's just passed his brother. Luca Marini, who's on the Sky VR46 team as well. So he's just passed his brother, the only VR46 team squad.
His brother?
At the moment. Yeah, Luca Marini is Valentino Rossi's brother. Well, half-brother, but it's his brother.
I didn't know that.
I've been telling you all year. There's another one as well in Moto 3, Riccardo Rossi. If that is his brother. I think it is. Yeah, I've been told it is.
It would make sense.
I'm not too sure. I presume it is. I might be getting that wrong. I know there's a third one hanging around somewhere. Gigi Dell'Ineo was just looking at the background there as well.
So how many brothers have we got on this track?
We got the Marquez brothers. We've got the Aleix brother. We've got the Espargaro brothers. We have got the Rossi brothers as well.
The Rossi Marini brothers.
Yeah, I think that's it. So 3 sets of brothers. We used to have Alex Lowe's and Sam Lowe's on the same track together as well, but Sam's now in Moto 2 and annoyingly crashed out of the race earlier on today. I'm fine. Not at all angry at him for again throwing it away. Sam never is a closer, is he, at the moment? It's a bit annoying, and we can say that because he's a Lincoln lad and he's just down, spends a lot of time from where we are as well.
Right, so I've looked it up.
Oh, heart attack levels.
Yes, and anything over consistently 100 beats per minute is considered kind of dangerous.
I'm dead then.
Same. Do you remember?
You have an unusually high heartbeat, yeah.
Yeah, because I think my heart kind of echoes like Nan did.
Yeah. Well, we're still
So it's
convinced
like-
you've got 2 hearts. And still you're heartless. I'm sorry, I saw an opportunity, I went for it. Bagnaia leading the way from Marc Marquez then at the moment. And then I think the battle in the mid-pack is the exciting part as well, because we've got Quartararo dropping down, but Miller and Aleix Espargaro closing up together once again, Megs.
Well, I do sleep like I'm dead.
You do. Good point.
They used to get so concerned when I was little.
I could see, yeah. Well, you didn't move. You still don't.
I barely breathe as well, and you see I go all clammy.
Yeah,
and
you
like
can
cold.
You can always tell when Megan is fast asleep because her skin goes really, really cold.
It's like I'm dead.
Yeah, it's really, really bizarre. Normal people sweat or thingy. Even in heat waves, you go really, really cold.
It's like my body's just like, do you know what? I'm gonna be like really, really cold. Like put all the effort into the heart.
Said to me the other day, I've just lost an hour, and I said to her, "Let me feel your cheeks." And I said, "Yeah, you fell asleep, Megan." She said, "I don't remember falling asleep." Well, trust me, I can tell you've been asleep. Right now as well, we're seeing down the back straight away the races in that mid-race lull as well. Everyone bar Johan Zarco has got hard front tyres and soft rear tyres. Zarco's gone for medium fronts, soft rears. So I'm surprised he hasn't rocketed up the order quite as quick. Maybe it's got. Who's that off? Who's that? Is that Jack Miller? Jack Miller has dropped off the track. Yeah, Jack's had a moment coming out of turn 17. He had nearly a high side. He's picked the bike up though. He's back on, but he's dropped behind Alicia Spargo and Johan Mir. Oh, it's the three GMs together, Megan. Johan Mir, Jack Miller, and Jorge Martin. So yeah, just like in Austria. Was it Austria?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jack Miller drops down into fifth place. Jorge Martin drops into sixth place as well.
Having this problem again. And Mir passes.
Yeah, that's the replay. What? Where?
He splits up the JMs.
Yeah, Mia's passed Alicia Spargo now as well, so Mia up into third. That's great. Mia on the podium does wonders for the championship challenge, and it really, really hurts Fabio Quartararo as well. Overall in the championship, this could not be going any better at the moment for Bagnaia and Mia. First and third with Quartararo down in P9, limiting the championship points available. Let's take a look how he did. Oh, he slipped up the inside at turn 5. Nice move, actually. Aleix got a little bit out of sorts as well. He was unsettled on the bike.
He was. And
pit lane's open in Formula 1, by the way, so they're heading out onto the track. If anything happens, we will tell you, but it's a bright, sunshiny day. Not like at Silverstone, when me and Megan were waiting around for 4.5 hours for the Belgian Grand Prix that never was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was bad.
Can't believe it was only 2 weeks ago as well. 2 weeks today at this is the exact same time.
I feel like it was so
long ago. Yeah.
Ago.
Yeah, it was only 2 weeks. We've been in a triple header, remember, for F1.
And we have had a very, very busy 2 weeks, especially me.
Yes. MotoGP back next weekend, of course, as well. We're at the San Marino Grand Prix. As well, Valentino Rossi's hometown as well in Mazzano, where he grew up and where the fans adore him. He'll race there twice this year before retiring from MotoGP. Mark went very wide there into turn 1, lost a lot of ground on Bagnaia. So Mark maybe having a little bit of fatigue. He said he was injured after the crash as well, and we saw him this morning just before the grid. That he went to the clinic, the medical clinic, to have some more painkillers as well. No needle policy, but you're allowed paracetamol and tablets like that. And no needles in MotoGP.
The top 6 don't improve, though. Lugano and Binder, they improved a bit.
A little bit of an improvement, 31.2, 31.4 as well for the two. So the two, the Tech 3 KTM and the Red Bull KTM switching positions once again.
And they're the only ones that improved.
They are the only ones as well, because Dixon's out and Alex Marquez is out as well from the two. So, yeah, Alex Marquez actually, because he crashed on the opening lap, he's classified as N1, so never completed a lap. And Jake Dixon completed 2 laps, but then retired by crashing out as well. So that changes positions. Thomas asks, why is Fabio slow today? I'm not sure, actually.
I don't know, maybe it's repercussions from last time out when the bike fell on him.
In practice at Silverstone. Well, he did win in Silverstone, though.
Yeah, but it could be like after effects. You know how you get hurt and you don't really feel it at first, and then just slowly it starts to grain on you a bit.
Maybe it's putting a race pace on him. Maybe that is doing it as well. If you're watching, by the way, the Formula 1 pre-race show, do not be alarmed. The race has not started. It is the highlights of the sprint qualifying.
It feels weird looking over there and just seeing Dad there. I feel like I'm suddenly just like, oh my God.
We've got 2 races going on at once at the moment. Oh, that's wide. That's very wide there. Quartararo made a mistake mid-corner. Bastianini's gone past him. Quartararo drops down to 10th. Bastianini has a big sideways moment. They go side by side down towards turn 1. Quartararo has the inside line. Nakagami's waiting to capitalise on any of them. Nakagami takes a high inside line. Off goes Quartararo. And Nakagami's going to try and go around the outside of the pair of them. three. Nakagami goes to the inside. He at least gets ahead of Renea Bastianini, who had a sideways moment coming out of turn one. So it helped Quartararo, didn't help Bastianini, really helped Nakagami, as now Bastianini trying to go on the outside of turn 4 and 5. Cut to the leaders, with Bagnaia and Marquez closing in. Wrong fight. Nakagami is now ahead of Bastianini.
We could have seen that if they had gone to the right thing.
Yeah, wrong pictures again.
Why do motorsports always do this? They're just like, oh, you want to see this? I'm just gonna give you
my
another.
word! Bastianini nearly slammed into the back of Nakagami, coming into the corkscrew section. That is very close, and this is over 10th position.
Do they not have any sense of spatial awareness?
Oh, this is bad. Coming into turn 13, Bastianini can't get the bike under control. The rear tyre is wobbling the entire bike, as now that is that Luca Noah in the battle with Jorge Martin? It is, and Binder's in there as well. Binder looking to the inside.
Lucanoa gets passed by Martin.
So they're all, yeah, there you go. That's what we're looking at. Martin's up into P6 as well, looking at P7, Binder P8 as they come on. Suddenly, the race has come alive for MotoGP.
What's happening?
The tyres. It must be the tyres. They're coming into their temperature zone.
I don't like how much Bastianini's wobbling.
And something's happened to Pierre Gasly. It always does, doesn't it? Gasly had a brand new engine fitted here today as well, because he thought may as well. And I don't know what's happening, but I
think it hasn't worked.
I think Gasly's in trouble.
He's going slow. He's slowing down on the track.
Well, we'll keep an eye on what's happening there and update you as Bastianini sends out the inside and Nakagami in towards turn 1 and gets the move done. Now back to the front as Marquez is close. Is someone down?
I don't know.
I swear I heard a crunch over the earphones. I'm not too
No
sure.
one appears to have
Yeah,
gone down.
Gasly's in trouble. Gasly's in trouble, so he's back into the pit lane. So Pierre Gasly might start the race from the pit lane.
Hasn't really worked out well for him, is it?
No, it has not at all.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
Go on.
What was the sprint qualifying thing?
Bottas won,
Yay.
but starts from the back of today's grid because there are
At least get the
penalties. So Verstappen's on pole. I did tell you.
Did you?
Yes, but the sprint race was rubbish.
Do you know, apparently the other day, when you went in the bath early, Mum was like, because she was up early too, she was just like, oh, Megan, do you need the toilet up before Joshua goes in the bath? And apparently I said no, though I don't remember that conversation.
Told you, you go to sleep. Who knows what you can find out?
I don't. That's the thing about me. If I'm
Binder!
remember.
Binder's passed Luca Noah. So Binder's got through somewhere on the track. He's just gone to P7. We haven't seen it on the monitor. Petrucci's passed Crutchlow as well. But it's all eyes up front now, isn't it? Because Bagnaia is slow. Marquez is really sliding that Honda. Coming through turn 16 and 17 as we come on again.
Zarco passes Crutchlow further down the field. And yeah, I don't remember conversations when I'm halfway through sleeping.
Explained to the Austrian Grand Prix a couple of years ago.
What did I do then?
Zach was over and couldn't remember half the words you were saying.
That would explain a lot about me. I don't know why I do that, and I have kind of a photographic memory, so that really worries me half the time.
Wonder what's got on my nose to make me sneeze twice. As they come through as well now, Zarco's passed Crutchlow as well.
It's the weather.
It's changing.
Remember, I was sneezing a lot earlier as well. So.
Well, I apologise if I don't get to the mute button in time and sneeze on air.
I remember I sneezed when drinking once. That's to say that
is an unpleasant experience.
Yeah. Luckily, I wasn't drinking anything like fizzy or anything.
I was thinking that as well. Oof.
Imagine all the bubbles in your nose.
Yes.
No.
When you choke drinking champagne as well. Same feeling, I suppose. Here we go then, once again. 8 laps to go in MotoGP. The race has suddenly come alive as we come into this treacherous turn 13, past the Aragon wall as well. As you can see, that's what we used this weekend as the thumbnail picture, the beautiful wall, hand-built, of course, here in Aragon. As they come back down.
Just trying to see.
Wonderful Spanish venue for this one as well. There's a rumour this could be the main Spanish Grand Prix as well. Go on.
It hasn't really changed much. Like 14 down, and just to
Rins
say that Rins passes Paul Espargaro.
So that's Rins back up here to 12th place, and Paul's down into 13th. And this is a replay of the leaders of the race. Bagnaia and mainly Marc Marquez, who's
Wait.
breaking on the curve as well. That's a
I
bit
think
of an
there's a
issue one.
battle continuing for 6th since Martin's just gone all the way down into 8th.
Oh, what's happened to Mark? So that's Luca Noah passing him and Binder's passed him. So Jorge Martin must have made a mistake somewhere on the track.
I think he went a bit too wide.
He has, yes, and that's going to put him into the clutch as well. But look at this. Marc Marquez is all over the back now of Bagnaia. Marquez is doing what he used to back in the good old days as well. He's hunting down the race leader, staying behind him until the last possible moment, pulling out and taking the lead and escaping into the distance. Usually I used to say, oh, Marc Marquez, he's done it again. He's won a race. I'm getting sick of seeing Marc Marquez winning. All he does is hunt the leader down. But after his injury as well, I think everybody is very happy to see that Marc Marquez is back up to the level of fitness and he can do this again. He's hunting down Bagnaia.
See what I mean?
In the championship hunt. Yeah, that's just, it's the runoff. It's an extra tarmac area.
It's been confusing me. Luca Noah drops down to 10th.
Has he dropped on the deck? Has Luca Noah crashed? Is he going to fall behind? No, he's still circulating. Oh, Crutchlow passes Zarco. This must be slipstream. Oh, here it is actually, look. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Look, Luca Noah's dropped down to 10th place as well. He's dropped behind Quartararo and Bastianini as well. So, yeah, he's dropped down the order.
What's the matter with them all?
Oh, he's gone straight on at the corkscrew. He braked too late and avoided everybody, but he went straight on at the corkscrew. So that is, yeah. That's, yeah.
Nakagami.
Yeah, so that explains why he's changed the position on the board. So it's all go again. 7 to go. Here comes Marc Marquez once again. He's right on the back of an air. Bastianini. Again, this is such a good fight in Spain. On Motorland, Aragon as well. Marc Marquez looking to win on home soil as well. Looking to be once again the king of Spain. He's a Spanish rider. He's won more times in Spain than any other. And he absolutely loves Aragon. Can he get this on the track now? He's lining him up, coming into turn 4 and 5. Onto the cutback. Into the braking zone for 5. First gear, 90 kilometres. Hit the accelerator. Rise up the hill through the kink at turn 6 before the heavy braking zone for turn 7. It's an opportunity to go on the inside. He can't get close enough, but he has been faster. Gets a great exit as we come down towards the corkscrew once again. This is a dogfight at the moment. And Marc Marquez, if he doesn't put it on the deck, should get a second win this year.
Nakagami's just past Luca Noah, and Nakagami is faster in seconds in Sector 1 than Luca Noah is. And Luca Noah is doing a 33.491, whereas everyone's doing like 31.4s.
So closing in on the deck once more as well as they keep pushing with 6 to go. Marquez again is hounding down Bastianini. He's so fast coming into the chicane at 14 and 15 as well. Gets on the part of the exit, now down the 0.6 mile back straight away as well. This is where the Ducati has the advantage as well. The whole shot device is really good. As Bagnaia being told the gap now 1/10 of a second with 6 laps to go. Can you hold your nerves for 6 more laps? Because this is rodeo style. Across the line, it's 5 to go. Megan.
I'm being serious. Luca Noah's going really slowly. He's 2 seconds down on everyone.
He's dropped behind Nakagami. Yeah, Luca Noah must have a problem. Has to, as Johan Mir.
Every sector he's 2 seconds slower.
Oh, he's 2 seconds slower. Every set, you're right. Yeah, Luca Noah's got a problem. I presume the engine might have failed. Quartararo is trying to pass now, or is he being passed by Bastianini? You can't tell from that angle. Right, we're on board with Quartararo. Bastianini right behind him as well on the timing monitors. So that's getting close. Marquez and Bagnaia have a 4.3 second lead over Johan Mir. Oh, and here we go again, look.
Well, we know who's first.
Yeah.
And second.
Well, do we? If these two take each other off...
It's going to be one of them.
If these two take each other off, Mir, Espargaro and Miller become the leaders and the podium sitters as well. So there's everything still to play for. Mark tried something there, didn't he? He wanted to go to the inside at the corkscrew. Set the bike up differently.
He just needs to get a little bit more on the inside.
Just start pushing a lot harder. Look at... It's just turn 13. I'm worried about more. It's a downhill braking. Look at this. They're having to trail brake it as well. It's so easy to drop the front wheel and crash out. And we've seen Marquez do that. He crashed out Silverstone lap 1. He crashed out in Styria But when he was going for it, there's Bagnaya's heart rate lower than it was a moment ago, as he's got Marquez right behind him. But now we're in a straightaway, so it should be easy.
It's gone up like 50.
Since the start of the race, yeah. Very high, isn't it, as well? So
Must be sweating in there.
Oh, a heating hour gone, definitely. Neil Hodgson once said as well that he sweats so much in the yellows when you take it off, it's like you've literally just emptied a bath.
I'm surprised that they haven't, like, their hands slipped off the...
Yeah, well, they've got grips on them. The gloves have got grips, on, and the handles have grips as well, so you don't usually drop it.
I wonder if that has happened.
Well, we've seen a couple of them drop off occasionally, easily just fall.
Bastianini passes Quartararo.
So that has happened. So Quartararo now drops down to P9. As look at Marc Marquez, he's right on him now. He got a great run out of turn 1, 2 and 3. He can't be the fully committed one, can he? Come on, Marc. Is he going to use force, or is he going to try the old-fashioned Marc Marquez approach of dive bombing and getting through when it's safe enough to do so? How much has he evolved over the past couple of years? This is the first proper dogfight Marc Marquez has been in since he returned to racing earlier on this year at Algarve in Portugal. He won in Germany in mixed conditions, but he was out front for the majority of the race. This is the first proper dogfight he's had probably since 2019. And he's on him now, down towards turn 13. Look at the Ducati. The rear of it was sliding and coming into the braking zone. Bagnaya's got to get that stopped. He's going to be slow at the exit. Marquez might have a run here down towards the chicane of 14 and 15. He needs to put it on the deck now. Come on. Heavy on the brakes. Switch it back and get on the power early. Power now. Lift off. 90 degree now, push back now, go! Still not working. Ducati with the whole shot. Both were same tyres. Ducati is a faster down the straights. Marquez relying on the toe. It's all going to come down to this last corner anyway. Turns 16 and 17 on the MotoGP layout. It's a two-barreled corner. We saw in Moto3 this morning. It's possible to do a cutback, so it could be a drag race to the line. Look how fast Marquez is out of that one. It's nearly side by side with 3 to go. That's what I'm on about. You can get side by side in that last corner. Marquez has got to sort of challenge it going in onto the last couple of laps. 3 to go here at Aragon.
I'm not sure Marquez is going to make it.
I'm not, sadly. Reminder, we want to quick off due to the to the Formula 1 at Italy. So we'll be going after every rider's crossed the line. Marquez dives bomb at the inside of turn 5. Marquez leads. Bagnaia cuts back. He still hasn't worked out that way. Ducati breathe a sigh of relief. Honda a sigh in disbelief as they come back through turn 6 and 7. Back now towards 8 and 9, the corkscrew section. So easy to run a break there, especially he's been riding off the racing line ever so whatever for a while. But Marquez is now on it, isn't he? He knows he hasn't got that many laps to go. Round Marc Marquez corner now on the circuit. Turn 11.
That's coincidental if he made a move here.
Yeah, at turn 11. He's looking for it, isn't he? We're at turn 11. This is the Marquez corner.
Why can't I have had an easy
He's
corner?
going for it. He's going for it, Megan. Oh, he's backed out of it. It's turn 13.
But he's thinking, why couldn't I have an easier corner to overtake people with?
Yeah, we should have had turn 13, really. That should have been the Marc Marquez corner. It would have been a legendary move. Anybody was able to pass it off there as well. Into 14 and 15. Don't touch the green. Remember, guys, that's getting close there. Oh, he's done it! At the inside into turn 15. Marquez leads onto the straight, and they're side by side of the exit. Bagnaia gets that extra power from the Ducati, but Marquez is right with him now into the slipstream, and he's got the slipstream. He's going to pull alongside into turn 16, backs out of it, coming into the braking zone. He knows he can try the cut back as well. He's going to swing him, try around the outside, and then get a better exit down towards the exit. It's 2 laps to go here at the Aragon Grand Prix. We've got a dogfight. Marquez goes to the inside, down towards turn 1. Can he get led of the brakes? No, backs out of it. Bagnaia is so much faster into the turns with this Ducati. It's Honda v Ducati once again, and boy oh boy have we missed this.
I don't know what to say right now because I'm just really, really like preying on the fact that I'm hoping Marquez gets into first because it'd be really nice.
Oh, Bagnaia goes a bit wide and Marquez sends it in turn 5 once again. Bagnaia must have thought that was coming as he loops back into turn 7 we go. Marquez was going to go for it again, but Bagnaia's learning. He's learning. Don't forget, Francesco Bagnaia is after his first ever race win in MotoGP. The man trying to stop him is Marc Marquez, who nearly dropped on the deck there. Did you see the front wheel buckle?
I did.
That was unbelievable for Marc.
I'm trying to
so tense.
focus on what emotion I'm feeling right now.
I know, it's conflicting, it's passion, it's adrenaline as well as you come into turn 13. Nerves as well, because you know how easy it is to drop it on a MotoGP bike as well. It's not like car racing with four wheels where you're alongside and pretty much it's a dogfight. On motorcycles, it's that, but times 10. Again, Marquez dives up the inside into turn 15. Bagnaia immediately does the cutback. We've just basically had a replay of the last lap. This time, though, Marquez knows where to make the moves. He's practicing. He's a dress rehearsal for the last lap because he's now going to try round the outside and see if he can cross that line ahead of Bagnaia. You watch him. Round turn 16 and 17. Look how close Mark is getting. Using all of the available rubber. Takes a tight line on the drag up towards the line as well. I don't think he can do it, Megan. If Bagnaia is first out of that last corner, it's not going to be it. Mark's going to have to try something different. Turn 1 is that call. He runs it too late. And Bagnaia chops him. Bagnaia chopped him into one. Bagnaia keeps the lead, but Marquez absolutely went for it, and Bagnaia chopped him. Right, here we go. It's time for do-or-die manoeuvres in MotoGP. Round turn 4, into the braking zone for 5. Here goes Marquez once again, and he's gone ahead, and Bagnaia does the crossback once again. 3 laps, 3 similar moves, and it's all come off the same way as we come into turn 7.
I'm beginning to hate just watching this battle because it's so... Why can't I focus on emotions?
It's so tense as we come down now once again to the braking zone. So tense. Bagnaia has had previously 10 victories. He's had 2 in Moto 3, 8 in Moto 2. He's never had any in the Premier class. Is it about to change? Marquez looking all over him out of turn 12. Surely he's not going to go at turn 13. Marquez is going on the inside of turn 13, and he's pulled it off. Bagnaia runs off. Off goes Marquez. He's running onto the green. Bagnaia should now have this race. I cannot see why not. I cannot see why not. Marquez is too far back. Bagnaia can punch it down the back straight away. But how powerful is that slipstream a benefit to the Honda? I don't think it is. He tried it though into turn 13.
He did, and that was quite unfortunate. That's the word. Unfortunate. 2 corners left. How fast is this?
Out of the last corner, Marquez is nowhere. For the first time after a dogfight, it's Francesco Bagnaia who wins the Aragon Grand Prix in terrific style. He's had a dogfight with Marc Marquez and he's come off victorious. It's a first win for Bagnaia. It's a deserved win for Bagnaia. Move over. We've got a new contender. Brilliant race. Fantastic. Marquez is second after an exhausting dogfight. Johan Mir takes third. On a day Quartararo dropped down the order, the 2 championship contenders really stepped up. Bagnaia wins and Mir is third. Brilliant race. Brilliant.
It was quite brilliant, and a race where I couldn't understand what words were.
No.
I think I'm going insane, to be honest. Though it's good for Bagnaia to have that race win.
Yeah, fantastic.
I really had to just think about what word win was.
Fantastic. Ducati are beside themselves. It closes now to 53 points in the championship. Bagnaia closing in on Quartararo, but has he got the time left in the season as well? So many questions. We now go off. Next weekend, it's Mazzano for the San Marino Grand Prix. Then off to America at Cota. Then back to Mazzano for Emilia-Romagna. Then back to Portugal for the Portuguese Grand Prix at the Algarve, the Algarve Grand Prix. And then rounding out the season in Valencia. 5 rounds left. A total of 125 points still on the table. The gap is 57. By no means is this done. Let's run through the order quickly. Bagnaia, Marquez, Mia, Aleix Espargaro, Jack Miller, Bastianini, Binder, Quattararo, Martin, Nakagami, the top 10. Lucanoa, Rins, Pol Espargaro, Oliveira and Petrucci round out the points. Crutchlow, Zarco, Vinales and Rossi and Marini, the last finishers. Dixon and Alex Marquez out early on, the only 2 retirements. Megan, what a race.
It was quite a exciting race. See, I'm getting the hang of words again. I just don't know what's going on with me. And congratulations to Bagnaia, because that's a good thing to do, and it's quite good for him that he's just basically forced Marquez to lose a race and was defending so well from him.
Absolutely fantastic. We have got to go now to move over to the Formula One. But what a fantastic race. It's Joan Mir third, it's Marc Marquez second, and in a dogfight, his first ever Grand Prix win from pole position, it's Francesco Bagnaia. What a race here at Aragon. Join us in 7 days' time for MotoGP at the San Marino Grand Prix. Follow us next for Formula One as well for the Italian Grand Prix, and later on tonight, the IndyCar Grand Prix of Portland, live here on YouTube and on the Grid Network as well, across Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook as well, and TV. Join us. It's going to be great. From us all here, it's goodbye for now.